Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Hey, everybody. Good to see all y'all. Lindsay Lee, Six Up, Eliza, Pixie. Let's see. Oh, I ain't missing anybody. There's Archangel and Grandma Sherry. I know it's a weekend. Try not to go live on a Saturday, especially during the summer when people are out doing things. So I won't hold y'all too long. It's kind of a chill live. I just want to talk. Hey, MK. I just want to talk about a few things, nothing too serious. I hope y'all are having a beautiful Saturday and ain't spending it all day on social media. But I had time. I was very busy this morning, all day yesterday, and Sundays. I try to stay off here. Thank you, Eliza. There is Elle. Good to see you. And Seshi. I don't want to butcher your name. Hey, Evil Queen Yaya. Good to see you. Um, so yeah, I don't go live on Sundays. That's strictly family day. Usually Saturday is too, but whatever. Hey, Audrey. Happy Saturday to you as well. It's not so hot today, thank God, as it was all week, y'all. It was misery this week out here. It being in the 80s is like a relief. Hey, Lily. Good to see you, Lily Von Lobotomy. That's a good name. That's actually a good one. So, y'all saw the title. We're going to go back down memory lane. I saw a photograph. Kind of made me laugh. No, I'm not a singer. I'm kidding you. Hey, Shining. Shining, I heard you pulled an all-nighter while I was asleep. And I'm going to have to go back and watch it. You are a night owl. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I'm sorry. It cooled down some here. Breeze, oh my God, where have you been? Girl, we've been worried about you. It is so good to see you. Is Remy in here? Hey, Remy and Cammy. I didn't see y'all. Sometimes the chat on here doesn't show from Restream like it will. I'll have to look from a second device from my phone to see everybody. Breeze, it is so good to see you, though. Hit us up, girl. Let us know what's been going on with you. We were getting worried. Um, so anyway, you all saw the title and the thumbnail. Let me show you, or in this case, let me explain to you what exploitation really is. So I got a DM yesterday. Shout out to the hey KCG. I got a DM yesterday. Shout out to the person who sent it to me because I was not listening to nobody yesterday. And they were like, the bee is actually trying to call you an exploiter of Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop, or as I call him, Bishop or Nature Boy. No, not the wrestler. He called himself Nature Boy because he wanted to live in nature and all that. Yeah. Now, I started my channel back in 2020. It says 2015, but that was just, I didn't do anything on it. Back in 2020 is when I really stepped onto the scene. those of y'all that know me know when it comes, and YouTube does not like this word, CULT. We'll call it an organization. When I found these people, along with another organization called Love Has Won, um, if it's anything to do with the CULT, I'm watching it. Now, Bishop, he was online. He was committing his exploitation of women and men online. Now, hold on. I'm getting somewhere with this. How does the B come into this? Well, you're about to find out. And I started documenting his cult, the things he was doing. Now, long story short, back in 2023, we're in 25, he was finally arrested and locked away. Now, I want to let y'all know what his charges are. And and I'm going somewhere with this. Nature Boy, aka Eligio Bishop, was convicted of serious crimes: rape, false imprisonment, sharing explicit photos, videos of women online. Okay. I streamed his trial. Me and Sweet Ma went out with a bang on that one. Thank you, Eliza. And that's when when he was finally convicted and sentenced. That's when I hung up my hat on the organization, because why would I keep talking about it when he finally got what he deserved? Okay, which in my opinion is where he's at now. I'm going to play y'all something here in a minute of some of the crimes he committed. But first I want you to hear what the B actually said. The B is so desperate to there is nothing, B, you're going to say or do that is going to excuse your friend Clue. You understand that? You can lie on us, the jerks. You can keep throwing around, hey, K-Mac, good to see you. Agreed. K-Mac knows. K-Mac. K-Mac is from the Nature Boy sector. Been here a long time. Been a part of my channel a long time, y'all. Oh, I got a milestone. Archangel, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. Hey, CJ. Good to see y'all coming through. What'd Pixie say? A message, reminder, switch. From top chat to all, so you don't miss any comments or links that are dropped. I'm glad you're here, K-Mac. I was hoping some of the Nature Boy people would come through. You mean like the post-trial Wade Wilson coverage? Something like that. He is a very evil human. Let me play this for y'all real quick. And then I'm going to show y'all some of Nature Boy's crimes that he committed online, how he treated people. But let me go back to you, B. Nothing you ever say or do is going to excuse your friend Clue. Okay? Another thing. You can keep lying about us, the jerks, on the Hills situation. I would rather not keep rehashing this, but what you're not going to do is keep telling this story and lying about it. Let me let this play real quick so I can show y'all where I'm going.
You guys covered, you guys sat next to, what's that, 7-Up? Six.
Yeah, first of all, you start off pretending not to know her name. Six Up was a mod for you at one time, so you can knock it off. You look stupid doing that. You know her name.
That next up's fucking. That's what she went.
Oh, thank you, Popcorn and a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. And I'll get your all. Hey, Andy, I'll get you all your milestones here in a minute.
Over Ziggy Engel.
CJ,
you also went Ziggy. You guys were right there.
Oh, in this conversation.
Okay, now thank you, CJ Mac. You have piqued my curiosity with this one. Yeah. I've got a lot to get into. Speaking of Ziggy B, you say we sat right there with her. When I first came to this sector, this one I'm in now, Ziggy was covering the Summer Wells case, all incorrectly, which we all learned quickly. But while you sit there talking about Ziggy, let me remind you that one of your loyals are in there, and she goes by the name of Lip Locked No More. She loves Ziggy like a daughter, and she will fight anybody over Ziggy. So you might want to be careful talking about Ziggy with Lip Locked in there. I'm expecting to see the live chat Lip Locked having a fit, you talking about Ziggy like that. Why don't you ask her about Ziggy, B?
Been up there on Burnt Toast doing this whole sort of rehabilitate clue section. You involved yourself in information, and then when people want to talk,
this is the B playing us or BJ playing us. I don't know. It's a review of a review of a review, but this
suddenly,
won't be long.
You start throwing whatever it is you're doing here, making weird noises.
Narcoleptic catfish. Okay, to be fair, just coming in. This sounds wild. BJ's with narcoleptic catfish on an island in Arizona. Sounds like a tabloid headline. Pixie.
Getting a little bit surreal. But again, plague on all the houses. Just want to make that clear.
Me and Pearl, every time we conversation about something.
They're riding your coattails for views. That's what they're doing.
Excuse you, riding whose coattails for views? Because it sure ain't BJ. You're just mad because we call them both out. We call all y'all out. So you want to flip it and reverse it. Yeah. You're not slick, B. Nobody's riding PJ's coattails for views. She hates me, trust me, especially after or the day before. So again, you're lost per usual. Won't you go back to sleep?
Over me.
I didn't even realize she's promoting.
John Denver. Are you telling me to shut up? Oh no, John Denver is always. I'm going to take it that
we're getting there.
Look, I know. Look,
I know. Look,
QB, you taught me to be safe, and YouTube decided. I didn't know they were changing the name. Is this something they're just trying?
I don't know what.
I'm not even going to get started on those motherfucking two ladies right there because I'm on for fucking days over them bitches. Hey, B Tim, hope man.
B, get into it. Go ahead and tell your lie like you're about to. She's going to go back to the hills lie. Here we go.
Hope you're having a good Friday. Let me tell you, those hypocritical motherfuckers right there, like I said, they put Heel's daughter's picture up trying to intimidate her and dox her and get her to admit that was her daughter. Asked them to take it down. They basically told her to go f herself, didn't take it down.
Now, this will show you right here what a dangerous person the B is. And not in the way she likes to think she's dead. No. You're a dangerous liar. The fact that you will just let that come out of your mouth knowing it's not true, we didn't do that, and I'm not going to explain it again. You keep bringing up your friend. She's supposed to be your friend. Y'all, I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm focused on this. She's supposed to be your friend, Hills. You keep bringing her up. You keep bringing up the lie that we doxed her daughter, knowing that that's not how that went. You are a very dangerous liar. When people don't like you or call you out on you will lie. You're a dangerous person. People beware of someone like this.
And they posted up a picture or a video, clipped my fucking video. Actually, it was a live. They made it. They clipped my live stream and made it into a video of BJ crying when they found Quentin and She about her kids being murderers, and she was fucking horrific.
First of all, that was on your panel. Yes, one of the jerks did clip it and put it up. We all know what happened in that clip. What BJ said. Okay.
You know, it wasn't until she was called out in front of like 1,500 people that she went and took the shit.
Who was called out? Put a name on it, B. Because you would never call me out and me do anything for you. You understand that? That would never happen. I know who you're talking about, and she did take it down thinking she was being respectful. That was all. So you don't move me like that or her. She was doing it out of just trying to be respectful. She never should have, though. But it was her channel, and she can do with it as she please. Take down a video or leave it up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Nanya.
Yeah. So those
Exactly, Eliza.
women, I don't have shit to say to them. I don't respect shit they say. I don't have the audacity to speak on somebody else. No, you sit all the fucking way down. Not only that, you exploited the absolute fuck out of the nature. So I'm really not trying to hear that. I mean,
Did y'all hear that? I exploited the nature boy shit. Okay. All right. Let me stop sharing for a minute. Now, the fact that you fixed your lips to say something so stupid. I'm going to show you something. Hold on. And another thing she said, I didn't let it play, I don't think. She said that I did it for money and views. Let me explain something to you. For 4 years that I was on here covering Nature Boy and his organization, I was never monetized. Never. You cannot be monetized covering something like this. It's almost impossible. They don't even like certain words. And the way he acted online was going to go against all the terms of service. Exactly. K-Mac, I'm glad you stayed. Yeah. Exploited. How you didn't exploit it when everybody was covering. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And she does this a lot. She'll hear something, she'll get a little bit of information, come to her panel and just start rambling and then go back to sleep. She has no clue what she is talking about. The Nature Boy sector as a whole would probably have an issue with that, because if you're saying it about me, you're saying that about all of us. But back to my original point, you could not be monetized covering Nature Boy. That was never going to be a thing. Like I said, they don't even like the word CULT. You got to say organization. Also, the words he used and the way he abused the women online, terms of service was like, are you crazy? Monetization? No, not happening. Exactly, Eliza. None of that was monetized. But since you think you know what you're talking about, B, I'm going to show you something. Okay? Pay attention. Now, I'm going to show you what exploitation is. This is Malia. This is Efru. And at the time, she went by I Am You. Janae. When they leave the organization, we call them by their name. Okay? Because when they've left, you don't want to keep calling them the name they went by when they were in the organization. Now, I took a lot of Nature Boys videos off of my channel because a lot of these people had left. There's only 3 remaining members, and they're women. We call them the Manson girls. Okay? Everybody else has left and moved on with their life. But since you want to say that You're basically saying the nature boy sector. But okay, we'll keep it to me. Let me show you how he treated these women. He made them fight each other over him. I want you to watch Malia cry.
You ready? You ready?
That's a fact.
We ready. Come out here. Come out here. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Oh, Malik. Yeah. What's going on? No. What's up?
Malia comes out crying. She says, I'm not fighting anybody. No. Those of us from the nature boy sector, we remember Malia was very sick at the time, just getting out of the hospital. I could go on and on and on. And nature boy wanted her to fight Efru and Janae.
Efru ready, nigga. You off her birthday up. What's up?
I'm trying to see.
What's up?
I'm not fighting anybody.
And stop acting bougie, motherfucker.
I'd rather get beat up than fight. That's not who I am. I'm a very loving person.
Then why you keep acting like you got a fucking attitude?
Because when I'm in my demons, I get triggered and I go to those spaces of being cool and thinking I have it all like that. But that's not who I am. That's a face that shows. That's Aries, but Pisces is very sensitive. It makes me very soft. That's not who I am. Like, they are always there for me.
They ready to handle business. They was with you. They was your sister, nigga. They were trying to...
He loved this stuff. He did it all the time. I hope Chasing comes in later. Chasing kept up with the nature boy stuff. Y'all remember the infamous beach fight between Velvet and Malia? Velvet almost took Malia's titty off. Y'all remember that? K-Mac, you should pull up that video. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I really should. It is on my channel. I have it private. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But if you think we exploited him, why don't you watch him exploit these women? And it wasn't just these women. It was men and children. You understand me, B? So the next time you open your mouth, you might want to do some research. It's simple. A simple Google search will take you straight to Nature Boy.
Think you every day.
Yeah, and I feel that, but I feel like at the same time, I feel like they were against me.
Call the cops, nigga. Stop calling the cops and let us handle shit ourselves.
And this would happen a lot. He called them the trolls, would call the law. Eventually, when they moved out of the tropics, back to the States, to Atlanta, and started fighting in a neighborhood, the law did get called on. There's Chasing. Listening, he's so gross. The beach fight was terrible. I would play the beach fight, but he played a song in that, which I could mute it. Hold on. I got another one for you. And B, I'm not done with you yet. You might want to do some research before you fix your mouth because you're pissed off because no one accepts your racist friend, Clue, to ever say that I exploited Nature Boy. Huh. Girl. Nature Boy, here's one of mine. Hold on. This is Joy. Now she goes by Kendra. She was trying to, Shining, saying that I exploited him. Yeah, she really fixed her mouth to say that.
Everything to do with you. So she was just making an observation by saying, oh, yeah, this is really going on. This is really what happened.
Now, let me remind you, he loved to have the women fighting each other. The men, too. B, you wouldn't know nothing about that, though.
Me, mom and dad. And
oh, I see Pearl. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let's see what the Pearl said. Soup, I've told you, Bumble Bitch isn't interested in the truth, ever. It's the narrative of lies to smear people. Then her little bumbles are in the chat repeating the lies. That's exactly it. And it's never going to change. She's always going to do this. She's always going to be this person. It's who she is. Okay? And Rowena, you old dizzy thing, you really made yourself look stupid the other night in Clues. Clue, you stay looking stupid, skipping over my live like that. Why didn't you play it in its full context? I know why. It would show you. It would show everybody who you really are. You weren't slick trying to skip over things. I peeped your game, and so did a lot of other people. But this is exactly what she does. Things ain't going her way. She lies. She smears your name. She doesn't care. She has facts don't matter to the bee. It's smearing your name. Once you go against her, it's nothing but smear the person's name. It don't have to be facts. Who needs those? Don't confuse them with any facts. You continue to lie about the Hill situation. We're over here trying not to bring the woman up as she is no longer here. But you stay bringing her up and then calling her your friend. You're embarrassing yourself.
Damn, from what I heard, I don't know what else she said that triggered you.
No, I agreed with that part. I was like,
okay,
yeah.
What triggered you?
Just the artist.
You know what? This is a whole long conversation. Let me pull up the beach one. I ain't going to play much of it, and I will mute it. Hold on. Yeah, B, if I were you, I would stop. If you don't know what you're talking about, just don't talk. Just don't talk. Let me get this up. Hold on. Should be one. Yeah, here it is. Man, I hate this. Let me mute it. But you all are right. This is the one. Let me show you what exploitation is, you goofy bitch. I'm not going to play the thing all the way through. This is who Nature Boy is. Shout out to All Sorts of Tea. They've been around a long time. Velvet was his main chiefess, as he called her. Malia coming in second. He has them go fight on the beach. For his love, B. For his love. Thank you, K-Mac. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you so much. And I'm going to remind you, he's back there cheering it on, telling Velvet to do more. He told them, get out there and fight. Yeah, Dick. But who exploited who, B? You got a whole sector to talk to. And you're not hearing the words. Look it up yourself later, B. It is Spudler. And that's why he's in prison today. Yep, Velvet was Pooh. Yep. Remember they thought I was Velvet and therefore I was Pooh? Pooh's the clip channel. Now wait till you see Malia come up. And she begs for it to stop. I wish you all could hear it, but the music, it's just not. They'll shut me down. They did my first one. Exactly, 6 Up. She ain't going to look shit up. She's not going to go look for the facts. She wants to sit. Look at this, y'all. Who exploited who? How come he's in prison today? Hoodies and crowbars. This is a organization I used to cover. And the B said that I exploited the man who did this to women and men in his organization, if you get my drift. YouTube don't like the word CULT. I covered Love is One too. Do you want to see what happened there too, B? Or was I exploiting that as well? Mind you, I was never monetized. Didn't even try at that time. Wait till y'all see Malia come up and what she looks like. Hey, Okie. He makes them hug after this. Malia comes up. She's busted up. It's sad. I actually cried when I was watching it. I watched it in real time. She said, I don't want no more. I'm done. I love you. Back then, Velvet went by Eliana. But here they go again. Under his command, Queen Bee, as you like to call yourself. Under his command. Look him up. You dare say that I exploited him. You embarrassed yourself, but you do all the time. Yeah, hoodies and crowbars. There's a lot still on my channel. A lot of them I took off my channel after he was incarcerated because I didn't want them to have to look back and remember all this. Because none of it, well, no, let me say none of them are there anymore. There are still three. Malia, Efru, and K-Mac. What's the other one? God. K-Mac's in here. She'll know. You did, Chase, and you covered Love is One too? I did too. Yep. This is almost over. I took it off my channel, and what I did is I took all of my videos, most of them, that I documented over 4 years, and I put them away. I still have them. Let me skip ahead to where, well, we're almost there. Malia comes up the stairs. And I want, B, look this up when you get done with your live. I want you to listen to what he's saying. Does she get, I don't know if all sorts of tea got it. Malia comes up. Let me stop sharing. And there's more. There's tons more. I'm not the only Aya, thank you. Well, Aya left. Shout out to Aya for leaving. What is the other one's name? I can't remember. Yep, I put him in the vault. That's right. Exactly, Chasing. This is a triggering situation for many. He controlled all of them. From words to food, communication with family, he did it all. They lived on lentils and kale. He put them in corners. I've got videos of that. They didn't do or act right. He would put grown men and women in the corner and record it to humiliate them. When Velvet was giving birth to baby Eliana, he didn't want to take her to the hospital. He almost let her, while giving birth. It was so traumatic to her, she was terrified to have her second one. I haven't seen him in a while, Chasing. Father, yeah. Oh, God, he's creepy. You have no clue what he did to these people. And finally, his crimes caught up to him. And now he sits behind bars. Yes, there are people that are still nature boy fanatics. bishop fanatics that think, oh, that should have never happened. What he did, he shouldn't be in prison for. In my opinion, he's exactly where he deserves to be. This went on for years. I think don't get me started on Maisha, what he did to his baby's mother. Pocahontas. She was kicked out. She was pregnant, wanted to eat a waffle. And because of the B6 diet, or as I call it, the B6 diet, he didn't want them eating certain foods. His pregnant, he called her wife. It wasn't his wife. He thought he was living polygamy or polygyny. He wasn't. But because she wanted to eat a waffle, he kicked her out. Best thing to ever happen to her. She never looked back. You have no clue who Nature Boy is. So for you to say I exploited him, you're saying a lot of people did. And for clicks and money, I never made a dime off Nature Boy. I can promise you that. Some of the biggest channels out here that covered him, bigger than mine, never made a dime off of a Nature Boy. Never. Because you couldn't. YouTube, absolutely, you would not make it. Yeah, she will defend him. She was practically defend. Let me play this again, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, it irks my soul that she let that come out of her mouth. Let me play it again. Now you go on and defend him, B, because I called out your friend, Clue. Hold on. Let me share this again. Yes, K-Mac, the one that Mama Dia. Mama Dia. You want to talk to her family? B? Man, you have no clue. I could go on it. Like I could be here for days and giving you a history lesson. Independent thinker. I'm behind 10 minutes, but I agree about the B and smear campaign, which is why I made an ass of myself to go up there and try to defend. Look, I watched that independent thinker. I'm going to be honest with you. It was like watching somebody get shunned. It was actually kind of hard to watch. It kind of reminded me of a cult, to be honest. It really did. Hold on. Let me play this again for those just coming in. What she let come out of her mouth. And then she lied again about the Hills situation. I'm not going to keep explaining it. Hold on. I still got it on mute.
Take it down. They basically told her to go herself. Didn't take it down. They posted up a picture or a video. They clipped my fucking video. Actually, it was a live. They clipped my live stream and made it into a video.
Quit your
BJ
whining.
crying when they found Quentin, and she about her kids being murderers, and she was fucking horrific.
Yeah, listen to her up there stumbling and bumbling. What's wrong, B? You know what happens when we lie? Do you know what happens? When we lie, it goes against everything natural. We start to sweat. We get nervous. Our words don't come out right. We start looking in all kinds of directions, just like you're doing right now. See, if you were telling the truth up here, it would be easy for you to speak on it. But because you're not, you're bumbling.
You know, it wasn't until she was called out in front of like 1,500 people that she went and took the shit down.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So those women, I don't have shit to say to them. I don't respect.
You're
shit
saying
they say.
something on us right now. Shut up, yo, thin skin. You're as weak as they get out here.
that's somebody else. No, you sit all the fucking way down. Not only that, you exploited the absolute fuck out of the nature boy shit. So I'm really not trying to hear that. I mean, I'm really just not trying to hear it. Because you ain't no better than nobody else. So I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. When you did that shit for views and money, so I ain't trying to hear it.
Why you whispering? Why you whispering, B? I don't hear a lot of conviction in what you're saying because you know not what you speak of, do you? I exploited Nature Boy for clicks and money, never made a dime. Yeah, my commentary on the organization, I did really good in views wise, but it really wasn't about that. It was to show people what was actually happening. I do not feel bad about it. You know what I've never done though, B? I've never exploited a child on my channel. And no one was speaking about exploitation. You're pissed off because no one likes your friend Clue. No one over here anyway. So what you do, you resort to lies, saying that we defend BJ. I have and never will defend her in that way. You know that. You've heard that. You're just up there lying. You keep bringing up heels. We don't want to. But again, like me and Pearl said the other day, it's not a conversation we want to have. But if you're going to sit up here and lie, well, we're going to stand up here and correct you. So tell me again, B, how I exploited Nature Boy? See, you just wasn't thinking at all. You get up there, you're very drowsy. You just let anything come out of your mouth thinking you sound good. You don't. If you knew any of the history of who Eligio Bishop was, you'd have been like, whoa, let me skip over that part. Yeah, that's not the example I want to use. Hold on just a second, y'all. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get something real quick. But B, back to you. She doesn't care. She doesn't have to. Her viewers don't hold her accountable. That is so true. It is so true. They don't hold her accountable. They let her just go away. I mean, there's not really much they could do. Well, there is too. They could hold her accountable, but they're not going to. That's never going to happen. B, if you want to do your research on Eligio Bishop, I'll guide you to some channels. Go to Fundi Fee. She didn't just show the videos. She did amazing breakdowns of it. Sweet Ma for life, my sis. Yeah. The T. Sasha for God. God, there's so many. So many. Jazzy actually did good commentary on the cult. So before you fix your mouth ever again to say, I exploited Nature Boy for clicks and money, you really need to do your research. Because you sit up there and you say a lot of stupid, I've heard you say so many stupid things. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Hey, Georgette. Tamara. I think being her panel talked about his trial on her channel a few times. She probably doesn't remember that, or maybe running errands, right? Chasing the hair, whatever it is she was doing. They did, some of them in this sector did try to hop on the Nature Boy stuff during the trial. It didn't work out too well for them. For those of us that have been here for the long haul, we were not bailing on it. We were going to see it all the way through. Hey, Kim. Hey, Pinto. Good to see you. Oh, and Clue, let me get to you real quick. So the other night, as you were covering again, BJ, who covered us, which she never should have done, I noticed that you skipped over so much of that stream. So much. Why? I'll tell you why. It will show in context your words. You thought you were being slick with it. You wasn't. People took notice. And I'm going to tell you something. You may have 1,500 in your chat, and I might have 115 in mine. I'd rather be here with these people than ever have 1,500 enablers in mine that are okay with race, blatant racism in their face. You understand that? You thought you were slick, skipping over your parts. You got the giggling hyena behind you. Oh man, look at this. Trying so hard to skip over where I showed how what you said in the context that you said it in. He is steady doing his best to deflect and get off topic. You understand me? You weren't slick. I saw right through you. And Cletus, what in the hell are you talking about? You said something so stupid, making a big deal out of something. I don't even know. You were like, oh my God. Clues like, what? Fiance? I ain't even going to say it. I ain't even going to say it. These two bitches talking about me and Pearl. Something to do with Clue's ex and an interview? What are you talking about, Cletus? Matter of fact, you want a link, Cletus? Come on in here. I will drop you one. What are you talking about? You made that up on a whim. You didn't get no DM. You didn't get any information that me and Pearl wanted to speak to an interview to do with Clue's ex. I don't give it. I ain't into that. I keep it online, your behavior online. I don't care about this lady's past. It ain't my business. You made that up on a whim, and you know where you at, Cletus. And let me tell you another thing. Stop pretending you didn't watch my video. I hate when y'all do that. Can y'all hear me? Do not start storming right now. I think my internet went out for a second. Let me know if y'all can hear. Hey, happy holidays. Fiance. What you talk? On God. On God. Do you think I care what these bitches think about me? I don't care if you care or here's the thing, Clue. We didn't cover this for you to care. It wasn't for you because we know you don't care. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, K-Mac. We know that you don't care. Okay? You said what you said. You stood on it. Okay? You doubled down on it. And now you got the whole sector patting you on the head. Say, she didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing. It was one time telling black people to go back to Africa. Calling it monkey behavior. Don't y'all worry about that. That's one time. You skipped over very vital parts of that live because it shows your behavior. You thought you were slick with it, though. You really did. I mean, we sat there and watched you. And Rowena, you're so stupid. Back to you for a minute. I'm going to drag you. No, seriously. It's going to be long. And I'm going to tell you something. I ain't done with you. You were in there steady typing. Jerks this. Jerks, 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 jerks. That's got to be the first thing that comes up on your keyboard when you type J. Jerks. All they do is talk about Ziggy. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. Rowena, have you forgotten some things? Because I think you have. Need we remind you? Because we will. Thank you, Michelle. That's right. Rowena, how long did you sit over in Six Up? You were one of the biggest supporters. You used to be with the jerks, circle jerks too, didn't you? Yeah, you was. Oh, shit. Did I say circle jerks? Oh, my God. Oh, somebody check on Jace for justice. We don't want to get her tore up. You were a big supporter of Six Up, though. Oh, what? Not too long ago. You were, what was it, a month ago? You got Rowena over in Six Ups. I think it was the replay. Over a Ziggy stream. Rowena spent a long, long time in our Discord. Yes, she did. She forgets. We remember your stories, Rowena, and we know exactly how you feel about Ziggy. But because you're on this, Clue's not a racist, you're going for the low-hanging fruit. You're reaching, but your arms are short, all that. They talk about Ziggy all the time. No, they don't. You wish, but we don't. Get it right, Rowena. You couldn't stand Ziggy. You were one of the most vocal people about Ziggy. There's Tiny. Rowena forgets how she used to talk to us in voice chats late nights. What? Don't cry, dummy. Don't cry. There aren't emojis for my words. There probably isn't. There's Six Up. She was apologizing to me just a couple of months ago. Now you're talking all this shit? Weird. Yeah, Rowena. What you got to say for yourself? Funny how things change, right? As long as it fits where you're standing now, you bunch of hypocrites. What? Then you go up on Toasties, make everything about you. You're a weird woman. I used to like you, but yeah, I'm good. I've liked some people in the past. I'm wondering now, how in the hell? I used to think Ziggy was all right. I thought, she's stupid, but she's harmless. We learn, right? But yeah, Rowena steady typing over there in clues. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Do you see me? Do you see me? And Chris, around you because I'm about to, you Facebook family stalking weirdo. Do I need to talk about you again, Chrisit? I mean, if you want to be left alone, then maybe you should shut up. We did one live stream on you. It's about to be plenty here in real quick. Maybe you should just shut up, Chrisit, because nobody has forgot what you've done. Let's see, independent. Psst, Clue, lean in, shug. None of them like you. They're using you to hold their audience captive. Indeed, they are. That's right, Cammy. And they don't like her. It is their hate for one person, which is BJ. She is she's targeted. And do not get me wrong. I always got to give a stupid disclaimer. BJ brings so much of it on herself. But how many of y'all need to cover this? But they all have one target, It's BJ. It used to be Bullhorn Betty. And don't get me wrong, she deserved a lot of what she got. Yeah, she did. She just didn't care as much, right? Yeah. She said there was a whole live about her. Well, Chris, you are popular. Your first live, yeah. Oh, she went on and on and on about her first live where she had Andrew son up there. We'll just call him H for now. I don't even think he's a minor anymore, but she had when Allie was passing away or had passed away. That was Chris's first live stream, and she never hushed. I got 10K views. Yeah, you still got that live up, Chris? Let's see. Jones. BJ is an idiot, but what they are doing right now here and on Twitter is absolutely targeting. It is. It is when you got that many channels coming at you, that's all you can say. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's an agenda. They have Clue around right now because she hates the same person they all hate. And it brings in the revenue. I'm going to tell y'all, I said this the other day. I could put BJ in the title, her name. Brittany J does blah, 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 blah. I'd be 800 deep in here. Promise you. Look at Trisha Talks. I ain't got nothing against Trisha Talks. She hasn't done nothing to me. But she saw she cornered it. She was like, wait, I see where this is going. Let me do this. And you ain't going to have much of a personality to talk about BJ. Let it play. Give a little bit of commentary. Have B. Tim up on your panel. Jones, and thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. And I got something for members coming this week. Y'all going to get you on live stream. Let's see. Thank you, Joneson. The good nun, yes. She's absolutely gross and participates in the drama, and so do they. It's a mutual hate-filled context extravaganza. It really is. They all feed off each other. Team plague on both their houses, and I do not care who that pisses off. I am not here to make everybody happy. I hope you're here because you like me and what I have to say, and not all the time you have to like what I have to say, but I hope that's why you're here and not who I like or who you know what I'm saying? Audrey, wait a minute. Somebody gave out hoodies and crowbars. Thank you so much. You gifted 5 memberships. Wow. Audrey got one. Sweet Sativa. Spudler, Kim in Colorado, and Indy. Thank you so much. Let me play you something real quick. God, where's Eliza? Let me get the right one. Hold on. Hold on. Let this be a membership one. I think it is. Damn it. It was a super chat. Hold on. This one, I think this is members. Eliza, you see this? I can't get one membership. You know what they say? Somebody's got to be the bad guy. You need people like me. You need people like me. So you can point your fucking finger and say, that's the bad guy. Anyway, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I really do appreciate that. Eliza's down there laughing. I know. I need to organize it. I got to figure it out. I know. I got to get my membership clips and super chats organized. Oh, I enjoy you, Soup. It's the mindset. Thank you, Leon. I enjoy you too. You're one of those. I always look forward to your comments. Yeah, comments in here and the replay. I really do. I love your shout outs. Those are cute. Buttons. They do hoodies and crowbar. I love that name too. That's a cute name. Georgette, you making fun of me. That's the bad guy. And they do need people like me. They really do. But yeah, my thing is with this whole thing with the Clue and BJ and all of them, I am no fan of BJ. I'm sorry if that pisses anybody off. I'm just not a fan. Also, I don't want to add to the coverage of her. And is it really going to change anything? Yes, Jason, the Scarface. But you go live every other day talking about Ziggy. You should have that under control back there, Soup, right? Every other day. The Jerks haven't been live in months. We'll be back Monday, though. I believe we're coming back Monday. So there's no way we cover Ziggy every day. I took a month off from May 24th until last week sometime. Ziggy has not been my content at all. So when they say that, they're just reaching. Yes, just Jana. These YouTube streets going to need a good cleaning. It is awful. Soup's clips are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's so true. I just pick one and hope for the best. And I know that makes Eliza's skin crawl. She's just over there jerking. God, you got to get that under control. Thank you, Nunya, for the $4.99 super chat. I like you even if you live, laugh, and love. Oh, she went there, but she paid to go there. Hell, fine. Wait. Let me get Nunya one. Hold on. Gotta get Nunya one. Let's see what I get here. Oh, wait. No, I know that's a membership. Hold on, wait. I don't care. I like this one. You see what I did again? That was for memberships. But at least it was Cody dancing, oh, Cootie Brown. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yes, Eliza, thank you so much. I am on TikTok now. It's nothing to do with YouTube. So those of you that are, and it does show you, y'all know TikTok shows you who is viewing you. It has nothing to do with anything YouTube. It is strictly TLC shows, 90 Day Fiance, 1,000 Pound Sisters, and of course, Sister Wives. So if you come over there looking for me talking about you over there, I am not. Okay, I am sorry to disappoint you. You see that, Tamara? But thank you again for the super chat. Sorry, I can't hit the right one. But back to what I was saying. B, you are very confused with me. And I guess you can go ahead and stay that way. I know a lot of people, I don't get it. I'll never understand. Nobody has ever intimidated me, though. That's another thing. Except my dad. Okay. You don't intimidate me. You don't intimidate any other jerk. And I know that bothers you. Thank you. I woke up and I was like, whoa, where did all these followers come from? But I haven't been, and I was shocked because I haven't posted nothing in 2 days because it's been so hectic. But I'm going to get back to posting today. And Shining, you're going to do good too. What? Really, Audrey? Yes, that's how I found out my son's father. It shows you who's looking at your stuff. So, Purple, I saw you was over there looking at mine twice. No, Purple, honey, I ain't talking about you over there. I'm sorry to disappoint. But back to you, B. You do not intimidate me, Clue. You definitely don't either. On God. Okay. Cletus, stop lying. I sit there and listen to you make up a lie on a whim. That's people like that are scary, y'all. That can just lie. He made it sound like me and Pearl were trying to get an interview with something to do with. I don't care or know nothing about her past. Don't want to know. I'm sure it ain't no good, and I ain't looking into it. Okay. I can't. I mean, I couldn't believe that you stood there. Do you have your own Gmail account, Cletus? Why don't you just fire up a live stream? Found you from BJ. I feel bad for her. They're going to push her until. I mean, I hope not, but I'll say this. Just Jana. If she would, and she doesn't have to do this, but I think if she would stop feeding into it, eventually it would die down. That's not me saying she doesn't have the right to defend herself. She does, but yeah, it's they're all sides are gaining something from it, all of them, and it is honestly for clicks and money. I mean, some of them have accidentally showed their back studio. If I wanted to ball financially on here, that's all I would have to do is talk about her. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to add to. I mostly post graphics on. Yeah, yours are good, Eliza. But yeah, listening to Cletus just come up with that lie on a whim, I thought, wow, these people are scary, but not in the way they want to be scary. You don't scare me like that. But the fact that you can just lie like that so easily, knowing it's not true. Show me that message you got. That's what I challenge you, Cletus, to show me the message you got to where me and Pearl were going to have an interview with somebody. Like, I'd have to go back and get the full context of what you said, but it was something like that. Show me. That's my challenge to you. I want to see it. And if you want to come through here, Cletus, I'm sure you're in the bushes. I'd even drop you a link. I really would. And you could show me what it was you were sent or read it to me. BJ doesn't want advice or help, though. Many people, I've seen that. Yep, that is true. But she does. She calls everybody a hater and blocks them. That is blocking your blessings, by the way. If you block everybody that comes through that challenges you just a little bit, you're blocking your blessings. Not everybody's a hater and not everybody is a troll. Do I believe she gets a lot of those? Yes, I do. But BJ, not everybody is that. And when they come through to tell you, girl, you're asleep. You've been asleep for 15 minutes. What is going on? That is not trolling you. That's not being a hater. I think a lot of your mods have been concerned for you. And they're just done. They're done. I'm sure he would need permission too. I bet he would, Eliza. But he can, because I want to see it. Show it. Well, you'll go live later. Show me the message. See, Leon, I defended the bullying and the videos that was held hostage by the B. The back and forth, I'm out. BJ was someone I never watched. Yeah, I've never watched. Well, I have here and there. Content wise, it's just, it wasn't my thing. To me, the falling asleep, yeah. Girl, hold up. Her ex, who got sent down for certain crimes. Why the hell would we want to talk to any sort of man about anything? Exactly, Pearl. The way Cletus framed it, he was trying to act like he got this big message and it was just so horrible, and that me and you were going to interview somebody about her ex or something. I'll go back to that live and I'll clip it. But it's something like that. And I'm like, dude, what are you? You just lied, and you know you're lying. Why are you lying like that? Do you think I'm not going to challenge you on this? Some of y'all are weird to me. You think that everybody's going to lie down. They're not. And if I got anything to say to you or any criticism of you, I will keep it to what is on here. I'm not some weirdo who's going to go looking into your real life. I don't need to. What you show me on here is enough. You understand? Now, you, on the other hand, I'm sure, oh my gosh, you'd go digging through everything because that's all you got, right? Because you can't keep it to what's on YouTube. Yeah. The internet gives cowards an outlet. It really does. Absolute bullshit. He's more in the female. I swear, him and Craig, I bet you anything that them two would get along just fine. If they had a conversation without talking behind their women, they'd be just fine. They probably have some of the same views. Reaching for victimhood is a shield. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what the two of them were doing. Clue was skipping over what we were saying, showing her words in context. When she couldn't remember, she would have to see. Well, I showed it. You remember, you were up there, Pearl. And then Cletus, he's up there trying to tell her, skip this part, go that part, wanting to jump over it. And then something triggered the man to where he was like, he started glitching out. You could tell. He started glitching. He's like, what do I do? Oh, I know. I'll make up a lie that those two women are going to interview somebody in your family. Dude, you are so transparent. Knock it off. I'm going to embarrass you. You should be embarrassed right now. That's right, Pinto. Right, Roxy? Like I said, I keep it to the behavior I see on here. A lot of you weirdos can't do that, can you? So you're going to what you would do. That's what I'm assuming. You would probably go real life, Cletus. Not me. Yes, I agree, Shay. Ignoring them would benefit her and her mental. Too much guideline discussion in Discord is leaking onto YouTube. Oh, you think so? According, I tell you that nonsense. She thinks everything comes from Discord. Doohickey, Cletus is more into Brittany than Clue. I think he just has a crush on her. Oh my God. I mean, anything is possible. Oh my God. And that Clue, oh God. She's up there talking about riding duck. She's like, do you think I care what you bitches think of me? Yeah, a little bit. I think you do. I think you like to pretend that you don't, though. Yeah, I know, honey. Discord is the devil. Well, for some it is. It definitely is for nonsense. It tears her the hell up. Okay. I think that poor lady thinks Discord, they're in there coming up with spells to put on her. You ever heard her talk about a Discord? Oh my God. I believe she ain't in a Discord. I think, Lord, if she went into one, I don't know what would happen. Right, Andy? Right. Dogs were in there right now being horrible. Pearl, we should do a live with that in the title and just play a video saying, what the hell is wrong with you people that you would, one, tuned in for this, two, thought we'd ever do it, give your head a wobble. Where's CJ? I love when she says that, like to give your head a wobble. Right, Pearl? He doesn't have it. And if he does, he's making it up right now. He's emailing it to himself. She is, Cammy. She is terrified of a Discord. I don't know what Discord did to her, but it did something. Usually I can't stomach Clue, but watched her review of BJ reviewing soup. And she was so out of her league, it was embarrassing. It was because she kept, well, shoot, I keep trying to pin it. She kept jumping over the vital parts, the parts where it gives context to what she said, where she said it, and how she meant it. And I'm just sitting here watching like, girl, why are you skipping over everything? Why are you going back to BJ? No. Talk about what me and Pearl talked about. Show what me and Pearl talked about. Why don't you do that? I know why you don't do it. I know why you don't. And you looked very nervous, Clue. You really did. Oh, here's East Coast Beauty. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. The good Nunya. Saying you're unbothered while screaming into your microphone. Is the words and actions aligning, in my opinion? I'm so unbothered, guys. Yeah, I don't believe that. That's a chicken poo moo. Yes, it is. Shining. It really is. And I watched her do it in real time. I really wasn't paying attention to the chat that much because I knew it was going to be the same. Oh, they talk about Ziggy. They went by circle jerks. Horrible. But I saw it, Rowena and Chris. Girl, Chris, knock it off, girl. I don't want to do this to you again, so mind your business. You haven't been getting your notifications. I hear that a lot. YouTube, please get it together. Let's see. Deets. I searched Joneson's Discord last night out of curiosity. Sounds like something Deets would do. Until this past week, nonsense hadn't been mentioned in Joneson's Discord in over 3 months. And even then, it wasn't a bad mention. I believe that. I really do. And that sounds like something. Deets is going to be like, let me see here. When was the last time? She believes so that she's constantly being talked about. She believes that people are trying to break other people down if they don't like her. Nonsense, Saint Nonsense from Arizona. It could just be you, honey. Okay? I think she's trying to make conspiracies where none are. Just curious why, though. I do, too. I think she was born with a tinfoil hat on. I really do. Let's see. The good Nunya. If someone accused me of being something that bad, I'd fire up a stream, drop the link, and allow them to come and question me and talk about it. Running from it does not change and wait a minute. Running from it does not say changed and educated now. Exactly. That's like Cletus. I would drop him a link right now. Show me the proof. I want to see it, buddy. She does, Audrey. She's got a chip on her shoulder. Always has. That's why she was a little off-putting to me. I was like, yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm being lectured when I'm listening to somebody. Bring it down, Saint Nonsense of Arizona. East Coast Beauty. I don't bother with nonsense. She wastes too much time. God Almighty, yes. Like her life. Some of y'all cover at BJ Girl like your life depends on it. And it probably does at this point financially. Because some of y'all can't have a job. There ain't no way. You spend way too much time on here, 7 hours a day, in the morning, in the night, talking about that BJ. God almighty. So financially, your life probably does depend on it. I know you will, Pearl, and I will too. That actually allow me to speak. Exactly. Not like the bee, where she'll drop you down, put you behind the scenes, and say what she wants to say because she wants to control the narrative. She's very obvious to me. And then she'll bring you back up and talk over you again. Indy, when they were going at it the other day, she dropped Indy down. You got Ellie up there jumping in the conversation. I'm like, girl, where'd you come from? You have nothing to do with this. But anyway, the bee dropped Indy down, brought her back up. Indy gets 4 words out. I'm 48 years old. And the bee, what's that got to do with anything? Sound like an angry weed eater trying to start over. So she doesn't let you speak. Now, if you want to have a real conversation, I'm talking about you, Cletus, about this alleged whatever you got, then we can have one. It's all about the finances. She dropped Indy and then spoke over. Yes, she did. She didn't let Indy get nothing out. I was confused. I thought it was over a Christmas song. Well, it was kind of over a Christmas song, but that's all the context I was getting because the bee was growling over Indy. So I couldn't. And then you got Ellie, right? Right? Prayer Garden, come get your granddaughter. You know, just lost and trying to like, I don't know what she was doing. I was like, girl, shut up. Me and Indy fight like this all the time. I'm like, this ain't what this is about. Cletus was lying through his gums. You know what? I'll be right back. Y'all give me a minute. Not his gums. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Rock a bit. Good to see you. Chomp, chomp, chomp. There is. Try not to leave any crumbs this time, but I'm sure I'll be back with some more. And can y'all review me when I'm awake, if you don't mind? Because I go to bed like a normal person, like some of y'all should. Let's see. Deets, you'd think that Christmas Carol had run over her toe. I'm telling you, the bee was tore up. She was over a few lines. And look, she can't stand Jonesing. So I guess when Indy gave a few lines, she takes things so serious though. She thinks everything is a betrayal. Carol, I haven't seen you in so long. Good to see you, hun. Deets, Pearl, I did hear that Christmas Carol was the reason for the start of World War III. It definitely was. Lord. Jones into the corner, right? Hey, just another troll. But yeah, if you all could review me, if you could do that during the day, that way I'm awake. I can hit a link. I can join in on the conversation. Yeah, that would be good. That goes for you too, Brittany, because you butchered my last one. Okay. And then you got Clue trying to play it, butchering it too. That pisses me off. Spudler. Subconsciously reading body language and facial expressions. It's a vital part of good communication. You're so correct about that. And I am someone who picks up on body language, gives you a lot more than words, I believe. Can anyone tell me if Cletus looked like the Liver King? I don't know. All right, y'all. Because it's a Saturday and we all got things to do, I'm going to end it here. I try to get it all in without 7 hours going by. But I am going to be, and the jerks, I think we're coming back next week, y'all. I really do. I won't be here tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on who reviews me. But if I'm not here tomorrow, I will be back Monday. I've got a members only that I'm going to do. Let's see, what did 6 Up say? They will never address this. They only did because BJ played you and they had little to no choice and they skipped all over it. That's exactly what they did. They only had her to stream and she was streaming me. So I don't think Clue thought it through either, or she did and was like, well, here's what I'll do. Cletus, you jump in like you always do. You never shut up. And you make it about BJ and you give me the parts I need to skip over. I do believe that. I do. She was not going to play the vital parts. Cammy, I was waiting for Pearl to say, show me on the doll where the Christmas Carol hurt you. I do appreciate all y'all for coming through. I appreciate the memberships and milestones, super chats, even though I thank you, Pinto. I always enjoy you too. I do appreciate the memberships and milestones and super chats, even though I can't hit the right one ever. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed rest of your weekend. It's nice out. It's thank you, Spudler. I always enjoy you. I really do. I've met some good people in this sector. I really have. It's not all bad. There's a lot of good ones who actually stand on what they say they stand on. And with that, I'm out. Peace.